All right, everybody, this is Mike Miller coming to you live from Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia, with the APA Southwest Georgia Finals. Of nine-ball championship for a chance to go to Jacksonville for I got it. All right, nine-ball finals coming to you live. We got Bank Shop Brawlers versus the Controlled Chaos. Have battled all day, yesterday, and today to get to this point. Final match. Right now, we're waiting on both teams to choose their players for the first of the 5 matches that'll make up the entire match. And it should be a good one here. We've had some really good competition, and we've had a really fun day. Done several live streams. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you. You can comment in the chat, and I can see your comments. If I'm not coming through loud and clear or something seems weird, please make a note there, and I'll see it. If you're watching this later on YouTube, be sure to hit that like and subscribe so that we can keep these videos coming live to you and also recorded on YouTube. I'm here with Mr. Teddy Waller. He's the league operator for APA of Southwest Georgia, and we are also here in Albany, Georgia, at a bar that we haven't really been to very much, but they do have teams here now. So if you know people in Albany who are looking to join APA, please look it up online. So we got APA, either YouTube or Facebook, and join a league, have fun, shoot some pool. Highly recommend it. It's really fun, and I always tell people it's a different thing when people start keeping score, and it really becomes fun. So enjoy this live stream. Again, my name is Mike Miller, and I'll be with you for the whole match here. And as soon as we get the players, I'll post them up here. I'll keep track of the score as we go, and we'll be ready to go in just a minute. All right, here we go. In the first match here in the finals, we have representing the home team Bank Shot Brawlers, Mr. Levon, and representing the away team, Controlled Khaos, the one and only Lillian. Good luck to everybody. Levon is a 5, Lillian's a 4. Levon will need 38 points, Lillian will need 31 points. And Lillian gets the foul ball down on the break and strikes the first point here in this finals match. And Lillian, nice cut there into the side. Looking for that 2 ball down the rail. Can't quite get it there. First time we've seen Levon on camera here during the whole weekend. And Levon can't get the 2 down, but yeah, Lillian with a look at it there. 2 ball up against the 9, so could see an early 9 here. 2-9 and nothing goes in. 2's going to slide back behind the 3. Levon can't see the edge of the 2. And Levon's going to kick that out. Going to go down almost to the rail. Makes it to the rail and kicks out a little behind the 9. And Lillian can see the edge of it. Makes good contact with the 2. Catches the edge of the 3 and drops in. A good shot there. Maybe a little luck. And Lillian tries to drive that 3 into the bottom right and just powers it a little too much. And Levon set up to come off the rail to get the 3. And he misses that completely with a dead ball. And now Lillian with ball in hand has a decision to make here on this 3 ball. It's up against the 8. He could possibly drop the cue ball in behind the 3 and shoot it to the side. Looks like he's just going to line it up for a bank here into the side. And he does so and has no problem putting that down. And now the 6 ball coming back behind the 9. And he's going to roll that, and it's going to catch the pocket, come back out, and sit right up on the 9. And Levon quick to the task here for the 6 ball. He's going to get a good hit, and the cue ball is going to drop in for a scratch. And Lillian with a good opportunity here to run these out. And Lillian unsuccessful there on the 6 ball shot. Again, Levon in a tight spot here with not much he can do with the 6. Gonna make good contact and scratch. Coming back over. And now Littleton with another opportunity here to run some balls. He's gonna set it up there on the 6 with some angle and makes that. And he's got the 7 coming back, same pocket. Gonna make that. And now he's got the 8 ball. Tight cut down the rail or a bank. Goes for the tight cut down the rail, catches the knuckle on the side pocket and pushing it over to the right. And then it's gonna come back and settle middle table. So Levon looking at a long bank here. Puts a good move on it, but can't get it to the pocket. And 8 ball trickles down, is gonna go behind the 9, give it a bump, and leave Littleton with enough room to get to that 8 ball. And Littleton unable to get the 8 ball to go down the rail. And Levon here with a chance to get on the board. And Levon's on the board now. And Levon puts the 9 ball down the rail and just catches the rail a little bit too early and won't drop. 9 ball doesn't quite make it back to the side. I don't think the back cut is available. And Littleton with the timeout here. Jack's going to come around, take a look. And I would likely try to come over top of the 9 and maybe make it in the opposite corner, or try the kick shot that Jack is lining up right now. It depends on how much the 9 is out from that rail, whether or not even the kick shot would allow you to make it. And it looks like Littleton's going to go with the kick shot. He makes contact, puts it into the knuckle, and it won't fall. Good effort there. And now Levon with the cut to the upper left corner. He's got to watch out for the scratch. And he slow rolls it and drops it in. And our score is Levon 3, Littleton 6, 1 dead ball. We're racking them up here for rack number 2 of the first match out of 5 in this 9-ball finals. If you're watching on Facebook, please comment or give me a thumbs up there in the chat. Feel free to comment on the video. And it will be up on YouTube later as well as a recording. And Levon unable to get anything to go down here on the break. And Littleton with a look at the 1 ball, can't get that to fall. It's going to come around and nestle up on the 4, making it tough to make in that corner. And Levon, not much he could do there, just hits the 1 and comes out almost dead center of the table. And Littleton's gonna try to cut this into bottom right. Yeah, put a good move on it, but it's just gonna bank out, won't stay in the pocket, won't drop. Tight pockets here on these 9-footers. Chance here for Levon to get that 1 ball. He does get it. And a 7. And a nice leave there for the 2. And he's going to kill the 2 ball and scratch. And Little in here on the 3 ball. Needs to come out for that 5 ball. Makes a 3, almost scratches in the corner. Can't get anything to go for the 5 ball. And now cue ball's going to roll out behind the 9. And LeVon's going to have to kick at it. And LeVon with a good kick. Might go in. Oh, gets hung up on. Looked like it was going to get hung up and then dropped in. And LeVon with a nice back cut on the 6, back cut bank. And LeVon goes 8 ball up the rail and misses that in bottom left corner. And Little One gives it a roll towards the bottom left corner and hits the rail almost the exact same spot LeVon just did. And now LeVon has a real good look at the 8 straight down the rail. And he should be able to get cue ball to come out a little for the 9 ball. And it rattles around and will not go in. And Little One excited to see that 8 ball just sitting in the pocket. And he's going to take the long stretch. Puts the 8 ball in, comes around off the side rail for the 9. And misses the 9. And now LeVon with a chance here to get the 2 points. He puts the cut on and he can't get the 9 to go. And Little M for the 3rd crack at it here. And he gets it down for the 2 points. Makes our score 10-7. I'm going to verify that with the official scorekeepers. All right, we got the score confirmed here at 10-7. Once again, skill level 4 player has to get to 31 points. Skill level 5 player has to get 7 more at 38 points. Shane with the break, Littlin with the break. Cue ball dances around there. Bottom top left corner. Nothing goes down, and LeVon with a good look here at the 1 ball. Tries to put that in, and it's going to rattle around in the pocket again. And Shane tries to put the 1 down and is going to scratch and kill that one. And LeVon with ball in hand here has a chance to get something going on this rack. And LeVon, no problem there with the 2 ball. And the 3. Comes back up table, cuts the 4 in. Coming down trying to get on that 5 ball. Gets a good look at it here. May play defense here. And he kicks it out and gets the cue ball, tries to get the cue ball back in. Maybe behind the 7, but it doesn't tuck in, and Little One does have a look here at the 5. And he's able to put that down. And good shape here on the 6. with the 7 nearby. Got to be a little careful not to hit this too hard. You got to, and the cue ball, 6 ball goes down, but cue ball rolls past the 7. Tina, welcome to the stream. And Littleton tries to power the 7 in, catches the 8, and the 8's going to drop in the bottom right corner. And now he's got the comeback shot at the 7. Can't get that to go and leaves Levon straight in. And Levon, no problem with that one. Might have wanted that to come out a little bit further to try to improve that leave on the 9. Goes for the long cut and just catches the left-hand knuckle of the pocket. And now Littleton's got a delicate little cut into the top left corner. Seen a lot of these bouncing around. Got to get that speed right. And Littleton misses the 9-ball completely. And that's going to be ball in hand for Levon here on the 9-ball. And Levon, no problem putting that one home. And that's going to make us a tie ball game here at 13-13 going into the 3rd rack. Sorry, we're going into the 4th rack.
Yes or no, Jimmy? Donnie, you want to play the tournament?
And Levon, I believe, with the 8 on the break there and can't get the one to go home. Littleton one-handed on the 1 ball.
Are you going to play? All right, so we're going to use 13 also. You got 9.
Levon, no problem there with that 2 ball. Now he's looking at the 3 down the rail with the 7 ball in the way. Misses the 3 completely. And Shane here with a good chance. Littleton, he's got 3. Bottom right corner, 4. Top left corner, 6. Top left corner. Or 5, sorry, the 5's there. Doesn't get 3, 4, 5 might be a problem. He could get the combo if he can get on top of it, but just does not hit the 3 good. And misses it. Missed opportunity there for Shane on the ball in hand. And Levon looking at a little bit of defense here. But it looks like Littleton's still going to be able to see it. And Littleton can't get the 4 to go. Levon is going to put the 4 right in. The 3, pardon me, now he's looking at that 4 ball. And again, he's going to play a defensive shot here, rolling the 4 up past the side pocket. And Littleton can't do anything with the 4 ball. LeVon going to try to run this down the rail. Gets it going that way, but kicks out. And now Littleton's going to have a crack at the 4 ball. And Littleton gets that 4 ball down. And Littleton can't get the 5 to go. And LeVon does get the 5 to go. And LeVon here on the 8. A nice cut shot there. Got the 9 lined up. Cue ball rolls out a little. And it looks like he's going to come back to the same corner he's shooting from, or going for the cut. Goes for the cut and misses it. And now Littleton with a chance here. And probably will go with the bank. And rolls that in for 2 points. I got the score at 17-18. And I will confirm. All right, I was off by 1 point there for LeVon. Got that corrected. And nothing going down here for Shane on his break. And a cluster left in the middle of the table at 3-5-9. And LeVon with a cut on the 1. Just gets a little bit too much cut on that. But the cue ball is going to take up shop right behind all the traffic. And Littleton makes an effort to try to hit the 1, but just can't get there. And LeVon with ball in hand has the 1. The 2 is between the side pockets, almost in the middle of the table, just below middle. The 3 is in the cluster. LeVon with the 1 puts it into the right jaw and hammers it in between the 2 jaws and won't fall, and comes back out. Littleton can't get any action on the 1 after giving it a ride. And LeVon gets the ball to fall down on that one ball shot. And he makes another there. And now he gets the one ball down. LeVon tries to come over the top there and just catch the three ball, but nothing doing. And now Shane's going to have to figure out, or Littleton, to figure out what he wants to do with that cluster. And Shane just hits the four, breaks up the cluster, and leaves the four where it can be cut down into the top right corner. LeVon puts it into the rail, trying to get it back behind the five ball. And good defensive shot there. And once again, Shane splits the uprights between and cannot drop the five. Or I'm sorry, the three. Split the uprights between the 5 and the 6 and just would not drop. And now LeVon with the chance at that three ball. Gets it in there. And ends up scratching. And another dead ball. Now Shane looking at the 4-5. 6, 8, 9. You got the 4 here. He's going to shoot down that direction, headed toward the 5 ball. He's going to make the 4. Almost scratches. He's got the 5 ball in that top left. That top left has caused a lot of problems today. Welcome everybody to the view. Billy, welcome. LeVon here. Gets the 5 down, now is on the 6. Sends it around the table. And it's going to end up right next to the cue ball. And Shane tries to kick that 6 ball back into the corner. And not happening. Pam, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It looks like LeVon's trying to go all the way down to the top right corner, catches the rail, and that's not going to have a chance to get in the pocket. Shane leans into the table trying to figure out what he wants to do. Looks like he's going to go behind the 6 and kick it. And coming up towards bottom left and rolls out for LeVon with a good chance here. And LeVon with some power puts that one in and comes around for the 8 on a nice leave. And LeVon, no problem there on that 8 ball. Oops. And now he's got the 9 ball in his sights. And he's going to put that down. Score 27-18. LeVon. Going to verify the score, and I'll be right back with you.
three of them.
24-31.
You just made three of them.
Shane with 3 on the break. Comes back, makes the 1. Got to make it to the rail, or it's going to be ball in hand. That's going to be ball in hand on the miscue by Shane. Shane with a good run there off of the 3-ball break. And LeVon a little bit strong on the 2 into the corner, and it won't go down. And Littleton takes care of the 2-ball. And Littleton coming back up with the 3-ball in the middle of the table.
Oh, I see it.
Tough shot here for LeVon. Gets it moving towards the bottom right, or top right, excuse me. And 3-ball comes out almost to the second dime, and Shane should be able to make this. And cue ball will be coming across to where the 4 is. If he doesn't scratch, he scratches and kills that ball. And ball in hand for LeVon. And LeVon hits the 7 in, comes around for the non-ball. And LeVon makes that non-ball, making our score 34-30. Anybody's game here. LeVon needs 4 points. Littleton needs 1 point. LeVon with the break. And I will verify the score just to make sure we're on track. And Levon with a 9 on the snap there. Great break. And now Levon needs 2. And Lillian needs 1. Levon still has the break. Would be an epic win if he made another 9 on the snap. Levon makes 1. Levon makes 2. And that's going to be game. Levon finishing it out with a 9 on the snap and 2 down. Going to be a 12-8 split. And we'll be right back with you for the break in the next game. Bank Shop Brawlers up 12 against Controlled Khaos at 8. Here in the non-ball, Sawega APA Championship to go to Jacksonville, Florida for the Southeast Challenge. Teams are huddling, deciding who's going to play next in the second game out of 5 here in this finals. Teams are still huddling, trying to decide who they're going to throw. All right, we got our matchup here for game number 2. Representing Bank Shop Brawlers in the red shirt, we have Gary, skill level 4. And representing Controlled Khaos in the gray shirt, orange and white hat, we have D-Roll, skill level 3. Nine on the snap there. +1. And Gary rolls the 9 in on the snap. And another ball for 3 points. Nine ball headed toward the corner again. Almost drops. And Gary comes up dry on that break. And D-Roll can't get the one to go down. It's going to line up for Gary. Bottom left corner. And Gary drops the 1 ball. Can't get the 2 to go down. And D-Roll lining up on the 2-3 combo. Nothing happening there. And Gary trying to slide the 2 into the side. No luck. And D-Roll coming up to take a look at the 2 in the other side. And he is able to get that down. Three ball. Bottom left corner won't go. Coming back down toward the 9, but slides between the 6, 9, and 5. Making a mess down there in the corner. And Gary trying to get in there to that 3 ball. Going to come off that right side rail. And looks like he contacted the 5 ball first. So that's going to be ball in hand for D-Roll. He's got a chance here to get something going. And looks like he might just go ahead and slide the 3 in behind the 9 and kicks the 9 out. What, the 3 won't go? So missed opportunity there on the ball in hand. And now Gary looking at the 3. And comes back and drops down in the corner. Now he's looking at a cut on the 4 ball. And a nice cut there. Slides that 5 ball in on a really nice cut. And now looking at the 6. Won't go by the 9 to the corner. Might be setting it up for a 6-9 combo here. And Gary leans into it. Gets the 9 headed that way, but catches the rail and kicks out. But not a bad lead there. With the 6 ball in the middle of the rail, cue ball way on the other end of the table. And D-roll just hits the 6 ball dead on. And it spins out and then parks right behind the 7. And not leaving Gary much of anything. And looked like Gary hit the 7 first. That's going to be ball in hand for D-roll. And D-roll should have a chance to get the 6 ball down here. Maybe come back down to the bottom right with the 7. And D-roll bumps the 9 out a little off the 6. And now looking at the long shot here on the 7 to the corner, bottom right. Catches the knuckle, almost goes into bottom left. And that side pocket knuckle just jumped out and grabbed that 7 ball. And now Gary with a chance on the 7. He's going to roll that in, no problem. And 8 ball looks like it may go on the cut. And doesn't. And catches the edge of the pocket. And now D-roll looking at a delicate cut or a bank on the 8. And he can't get that to go down, but the cue ball ends up behind the 9, leaving Gary in a kick shot situation. Gary makes nice contact with the 8. And cue ball rolls out, and D-roll looking at a straight in 8 ball here. And he gets that one in, no problem. And D-roll looking at a long 9 ball shot here to close out the rack. Can't get it to go. 9's going to come out, head towards the side, kick out, and line up on the side for Gary. And Gary's going to drop that one in. It's going to make our score Gary 10, D-roll 3. And Gary with the dry break there. And D-roll puts the 1 down. Four ball blocking the path to the 2. And D-roll calculating a kick shot here. Can't quite get around to the 2. That's going to be ball in hand for Gary. And he's got the 2 right by the bottom right-hand corner here, and then the 3 middle of the rail, other end of the table. And let's see what he chooses to do with the ball in hand. He may choose to shoot the other direction to the top right corner and then follow to get the cue ball down there for the 3. That's what he's going to do. And he gets that one in. And the 3 ball hangs up in the pocket, and Gary ends up scratching. So D-roll with the ball in hand here will get the 3 ball. Needs to come up table here for the 4 and wants to clear the 8. He gets the 3 ball down, cue ball coming up table. And he's got a good look at the 4. And D-roll can't put the 4 down. Just rattles around the pocket. And Gary here with a rail shot on the 4. And Gary gets that 4 ball in. Got the 5 on the rail. Try to peel that off for the side pocket here. Puts a move on it, coming back towards the side. Looks like it might be a little wide. Close. And D-roll with a straight on look at the 5. He's going to get that down. He's got the top left corner for the 6. Can't put that one down, and is going to leave Gary with a straight in shot on the 6. Even with a little angle to get over for the 7. And Gary drops that 6 ball, no problem. Now he's got the 7. They come up table some, or maybe play some back English here. Back it up a little bit to get the 8 ball. Just plays it off the rail gently. Comes on up the table. And might have wanted that to roll out a little more. But he's going to take a look here at the 8. And delicate cut if he's going for the cut. He goes for the bank and puts the 8 home on a nice bank shot. Cue ball rolls out just a little bit, putting it right on top of the 9. And Gary calculating his shot here. Looks like he's going to try to kick the 9 in. Makes contact, gets on the left side of the 9, pushes it up table. Not too bad of a result. Cue ball and 9 close together. D-roll might have a chance of getting this home. And D-roll with the 9 towards the side, won't go, hits the knuckle. And Gary left with a tight cut here, top left. A dangerous scratch cut, top right, or a bank, bottom right. Or he could go side bank. And Gary goes for the bank for bottom right, and it just will not go in. He put a really nice move on it, and just not in the middle of the pocket. And D-Roll comes out here with the bridge to finish out the rack here on the 9-ball. And D-Roll gets that down for 2 points. That's going to make our score 15-8. And our match score is 15-10. I'm going to go verify the score. Thank you, everybody who's out there on Facebook watching right now. Give me a thumbs up if you want. Hey, Tim Jones, good to see you. We've got an exciting match here going. We're in the second game of the finals here in non-ball. So we get APA to go to the Southeast Challenge in Jacksonville, Florida. I'll be right back with you after I verify this score. Yeah, we got the score right, and nothing happening for D-Roll there on that break. And Gary's going to drop that 1 ball in the side. Nice shot there, good speed. And a good look here at the 2. And he has no problem getting that down in the bottom left-hand corner. And he's got the 3 lined up, top left corner. And just comes across it a little bit, and that's enough for the 3 to not go in. And D-Roll quickly on top of the 3. Gets it down and then misses the 4. And Gary with the cue ball right on top of the 4. Should be able to get this into the side. And looking at the 5 down behind the 9. You can put a little bit of back on this. He goes all the way down and comes all the way back up and ends up scratching and getting a dead ball there. And now D-Roll with the chance. D-Roll's going to put the ball in hand right over top of the 6 with the 5 headed towards the top left-hand corner. And he's going to miss that. And golden opportunity here for Gary to get another point on the 5. He makes that. It's got the cue ball coming back for the 6 down the rail, but it's going to roll out behind the 7. At skill level 4, Gary needs 31 points. Skill level 3, D-Roll needs 25. And ball in hand here for D-Roll. And he's going to put the 6 ball bottom right corner. A couple of these have not made it in the pocket today, and that one included. If you push it out just a little bit, it's not going to go on these tables. And Gary going for the 6-ball in the side, and it will not go down. And now D-roll looking at the 6-7 together here. Puts the 6 into the 7, and the 6 is going to roll in, bottom left-hand corner. And D-roll quickly goes for the 7 and can't get it to go in. And Gary makes easy work of the 7-ball. Got the 8-ball. The cue ball's up a little bit higher, so he may be trying to bank this all the way down to bottom left. Gets it going that direction, but doesn't quite get enough cut on it. And D-roll with a beautiful cut there on the 8-ball. And he's got a good angle here to cut the 9 in. Oh, D-roll overcuts that. But the 9-ball does go almost down to the rail. So Gary looking at a bank here or a really tight cut shot. Gary goes for the tight cut, and it goes in and out of the pocket. Comes back and is going to scratch, and that's going to give D-roll ball in hand on the 9-ball. D-roll rolls in the 9. That's going to make our score 19-13. Close match here in these finals. 17-12 right now on the match score, with bank shot Brawlers barely on top.
We don't want to smoke now. What'd you say? You're scared of the dog.
And Gary with D-roll with a draw break here. D-roll was eyeing up that bottom right-hand corner, but can't get the 1-ball to go. Looks like Gary can see the 1 directly and may be able to put it over there in the vicinity of the 9-ball. Gary kicks the 1 out. Slides by the side. And now D-roll looking to cut the 1 into bottom right. And he makes that shot no problem. Good shot there by D-roll. And now he's got the 2 down the rail into the 6 for the combo. And the 6 pushes out and goes off the end rail and will not go in. And now Gary with a very similar shot to what he had before. with the cut back towards the 9. A little bit further over to the left. He's going to try to bring this one back to the bottom left corner and can't get it there. And D-roll now with a chance to cut the 2 in. And no worry here of the scratch with a lot of traffic there. Misses the 2, contacts the 7 and pushes that down towards the corner. And now the 2-6 combo going the other way. Gary may choose to try to pull the 2 off the rail. Yeah, it looks like he's going for the 2-6. He gets the 2 into the 6, but it's not lined up and won't go. And D-roll straight on to the 2 ball. Not a whole lot you can do here. Brings it back towards the corner and almost makes the 7 ball. It just won't fall. And now Gary with a look here to cut the 2 into the 7. Gary takes his time and lets it go and gets the 7 down. And now same shot to get the 2 down. 3 balls in the middle of the table right next to the dot. Oh, Gary goes off the rail into the 2 and scratches. I guess he could not see it directly. And D-roll looking down table at the 2 ball shot. He gets that in but rolls it out a little bit, making his life a little bit harder there on the 3. Kicks the 3 back down table and ends up with a pretty decent leave here. Gary's going to kick at the 3 and slide right underneath it. And now D-roll looking at long 3 ball shot with the cue ball close to the 3. And he should be able to make this one. A little bit too much speed coming back towards the side. And it's going to drop in the side. So a little luck there for D-roll. 4 ball coming back towards bottom right. Too close to the 6 for the cut. Could possibly carry him off the 4 into the 6. And no luck there for Gary getting anything to go down. 4 ball rolls out to the middle of the table. 6 in the pocket, 8 on the rail. And D-roll puts the 4 into the 8. And the 8 rolls up, causing problems for Gary to run the 4 down into bottom right. So he may be looking at a back cut here. Oh, nice bank shot there into bottom left. So Gary putting himself in a good position with that bank shot for the 6 ball. And he puts that down no problem, comes back around for the 8 ball down the rail. And the 8 ball falls. And Gary can't get that 9-ball to cooperate. And D-roll really needs this 9-ball here to keep the pressure on. Goes for the bank. Doesn't get enough cut, going back the other way and falls in. That's going to make our score 23-18. Again, Gary needs 31 total points, so he needs 8 more. D-roll needs 25, so he needs 7 more. So we got a neck and neck match here. I'm going to go verify my score. I'll be right back with you. We'll get it on the next rack. Pretty sure we got it right here. D-roll on a draw break. Gary Ivan up bottom left corner for the 1-ball. Nope, going for the long bank and contact in the 6. And now a lot of traffic between the cue ball and the 1. And D-roll can see it directly, tries to bank it and almost makes that. Cue ball rolls back to middle of the table. And now Gary looking at a gentle, delicate side shot here. Nice slow roll. Still pops right back out when it catches the knuckle. Does tuck in behind the 6. And D-roll going with the 1-rail kick. And he does successfully make contact with the 1, but can't get it down. And now Gary looking at a 1-rail kick to the 1. Makes successful contact, can't get it down. And now D-roll looking at a 1-ball in traffic. Tries for the 1-4 combo. That won't go, but four ball falls into the side pocket. And D-roll can't do anything with the 1. And neither can Gary. Both players here chasing after the 1-ball. And D-roll puts the 1 into the 2. Comes back just above the bottom right corner. Not a lot of chance here for a cut for Gary. He could do a back cut bank here. Goes for the back cut bank, but doesn't get enough cut on it. And 1-ball is going to trickle over and be right there where D-roll can make it. And he's going to miss that 1-ball. Both players chasing after this 1-ball. Can't get it to go down. And Gary's going to give it a ride to the bottom left corner. And he's going to hit that high. And again, the one ball survives. D-roll, one ball. Brings it back up, just past middle. And Gary again looking, bottom left corner. And Gary gets the one ball down. And tries to cut that 2 in, just won't go for him. D-roll, quick work here on the 2. Can't get the 3 down. D-roll needs 5. Gary needs 7. And Gary drops that 3 ball. And not much Gary could do there with that 5 ball. D-roll can't get the 5 to go. Gary goes with a back cut on the 5. And it's going to roll out with a pretty good look here for D-roll. And D-roll gets the 5 to go down. And 6 pinned on the rail here. D-roll gives it a ride on the bank, can't make it happen. And Gary here with a chance on the 6, going bottom left corner. He's going to catch that high, come around, won't go. Makes a mess there at the side, the 7 won't fall. 6 not frozen. And D-roll quickly hits the 6 out of there. It's going to come around for Gary for nice shape on the 6. And Gary's going to miss that 6 ball shot. And now D-roll with the 6 ball shot. Needs 4 points. Tries to power it in there. It's not happening on this table. Gary goes with the slow roll, still catches the knuckle and won't go down. D-roll gives a head shake as he rolls up to the table. Going to go bridge shot here for the 6 cut. And finally gets the 6 to go down. D-roll needs 3. D-roll needs 2. 8, 9. Together in the middle. Jack calls Tom out. They're going to talk about the 8, 9 shot here. 3 points on the table. Gary needs 6. D-roll needs 2. D-roll separates from 8, middle of the rail, 9 on the rail, just up from top right. Gary cuts the 8, and it drops in behind the 9. Beautiful shot. And Gary with a chance here to end this rack, get the 9 ball here. And he does, getting 2 more points. Gary needs 3. D-roll needs 2. We're going into the final rack. Gary with the break. Shouting out to everybody on Facebook. Hope you're enjoying the feed. Feel free to send me a message. Gary at the break here drops 2 balls. And Gary's got the 1 in the pocket here. Just needs to put this home. Makes that no problem. That's going to be game. And a good tight match between these 2 players. And that's going to make our score Bank Shot Brawlers 24, Kontrolled Khaos 16. And we'll be back with you in just a few minutes with the next matchup. All right, guys, here we go in match number 3. And representing Bank Shop Brawlers, we have Mike being the gray shirt and orange and white hat. And representing Controlled Khaos, we have Dylan. And Dylan's going to be in the gray shirt camo hat. Thank you everybody that's watching on Facebook for joining us for the live feed. If you're watching this later on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. My name's Mike Miller, coming to you live from Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia, Southwest Georgia APA. Non-ball finals to go to the Southeast Challenge in Jacksonville, Florida. Dylan here with the break. And that's going to come up dry. And Mike's going to come to the table here. And Mike can't put the 7 down as the 1 down. As a 7, Mike will need 55 points. As a 5, Dylan will need 38 points. And Dylan tries to pull the 1 ball back down to top left corner and just can't quite get it in there. Nice roll at it. And Mike's going to make the 1 ball. And he's going to take a look here at the 2. Maybe going for the 2-9 combo. Does so and misses. And giving Dylan a clean look here at the 2. Three ball other end of the table down here. Behind the 7, near the bottom right corner. And Dylan with the make there, comes around for a lined up shot on the 3. And Dylan just gets a little bit of cut on that 3, and that's not going to go unless it's middle pocket. And Mike's going to slide that 3 ball in. Nice slow roller on the 4 is going to drop. Clean look here at the 5. And can't quite get it to go. 9 ball almost drops in the corner. And Dylan looking at the 5 here with the 6 causing a little bit of problems. Not sure he can get around. Probably can see the edge, but maybe not enough to cut it in. Oh, Dylan, no problem getting that in there. And now he may be looking at the 6-9 combo here. or the carom shot. And Dylan misses the carom. And 6 on the rail here for Mike. Bottom left corner. And Mike catches way too much of the 6 ball there to run it down the rail. But it does go all the way back the other end. So no easy task for Dylan here on the 6. And Dylan kicks a 6 out off the rail. And now Mike going to take a look at cutting the 6 into the bottom right hand corner. Looks like it's going to be a pretty natural cut. And Mike able to make that one no problem. And now same pocket for the 7 ball. And Mike hits that a little bit short into the knuckle. 7 coming out, and it's going to roll out in front of the side pocket for Dylan. So he should have no problem here dropping the 7 in the side. But he needs to get all the way back over here to the rail where he's standing to have a good angle on the 8. He makes the 7 but does not get a rollout there for the shape on the 8 ball. And now he's looking at a very tight cut or possibly a bank. And Dylan takes that tight cut and he's going to make it. Wow. Great shot there. 9 balls in the pocket here. Dylan's going to take care of that 9 ball and end the first rack 6-4 with the break.
Hey, and it was one day.
And Dylan nothing down on the break for a dry break there. And Mike kicking at the 1, makes contact and ends up with a pretty good leave there with the 1 hidden back behind the 3. Dylan may be able to see a little bit of the edge of it, maybe not. Looks like he might be kicking at the 1 here. Oh, no, he can see it directly and makes it. Nice shot. And now stuck behind the 8 ball, focusing on the 2, which is right there. And makes that 2 ball no problem. And now he rolls that back behind the 6 and got to get to the 3. Looks like he's going to kick at it and miss the 3 completely. That's going to be ball in hand for Mike. And Mike needs to make up some ground here. And it looks like he's going to start 3-ball side. And he's going to make that, no problem. And maybe the 4-ball into the upper left corner. Gives it a good roll. And it will drop. Cue ball comes around the 5 and gives him a chance here. And Mike taking a look here at the 6-ball and situation there in hopes of making the 5. And jacks up on it and puts the 5 right in the corner, and a nice shot there. And Mike can't get that 6-ball to cooperate with his run. It's going to end right there, and Dylan's going to take over. Teresa, welcome to the feed. And Dylan, nothing happening there on the 6-ball. And Mike's going to go for the cut here and makes the cut on the 6. And cue ball coming way down here to the 7. Putting him in pretty good shape. Looks like he's going to go for a kick shot here. And catches the rail and makes no contact at all, I believe, with the 7. He may have barely touched it on the edge. And he's saying he did touch it, so no ball in hand here for Dylan. And can't get that to go either side. And Dylan not happy with that one. And Mike gets the 7-ball down, lines up the 8. And misses the 8-ball. And coming back up table, and may line up for the side for Dylan. And Dylan with too much cut. 8-ball will not go down. And now Mike with a look at the 8. And looking good, and rolls that in. And the 9-ball down the rail. Puts a nice move on it. He's going to drop that in. That's going to make our score 12-8 after 2 racks. And we'll rack them up for the next game. Now verify my score. Score verified at 12-8. Like with the 6 ball on the break and a scratch. And Dylan here with a good opportunity to maybe put a run together. 1's accessible, 2's accessible, 3's accessible. Could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 and move on to the next rack. And Ed's gonna start, Dylan's gonna start here. 1 ball, top left corner. He's gonna make that, draw it back a little for the 2. And looks like he's gonna try the back cut. Paige and Deborah, welcome to the feed. And Dylan not able to get that 2 ball to go down. And Mike will line up the 2 here. And headed down towards top right, catches the 9. And then is going to tuck in behind the 5 ball on the rail. And Dylan looking at a kick shot here. Coming back down. English doesn't take. And completely misses. Either he didn't have enough English on there, didn't have enough spin, or it just didn't take because of the speed. And Mike's going to tuck this in behind the 2. And nothing's guaranteed here today on this table. And just like that, the 2's going to rattle out on the ball in hand. And Dylan's going to take his advantage of that. After it's happened to him a few times today, he's happy to see that one. And comes around looking at a 3 ball cut underneath the 9 ball. Or the other way. Tries to go top left corner, can't get it to go there. And the 3 is going to roll out front of the bottom right. But the 4 is preventing it from cutting straight in. And we'll see what Mike does with this. Puts a lot of spin on it. And that spin causes the 3 to make the 4. And a great combo shot there by Mike. Mike going to drop the 3 top right. And now he's eyeing up that 4 ball. Probably trying to go down the rail. Sends it down the rail and just won't go in. And Dylan able to get the 4-ball down. And now he's looking at a 5-ball down the rail. And rattles it around and won't fall.
Yeah. I've been waiting on the moment forever.
Mike gets the 5-ball down here. And Dylan would like to get all the points here that are left on the table. And can't get that 8-ball. And cue ball rolling out. And it's going to leave Mike with a kick shot. Maybe. Nope, he can see the 8 direct. And pockets the 8. Coming back to the 9 in the side. And pockets the 9 in the side. That's going to do it for that rack with Mike at 18 points and Dylan at 11. And Mike on his way to 55. And Dylan on his way to 38. And Mike with 2 on the break there. And then tries to kick that 1-ball in. Almost gets it. Dylan, no problem with the 1-ball here. Has the 2 coming up. Top right corner. And Dylan's going to get that 2 down. And cue ball's going to roll back behind the 7, blocking his look at the 5. Looks like he's going to try to go deep on the far rail to get to the 5 and does make contact. 5 rolling towards bottom right and doesn't quite get there, but good kick shot there. And now Mike's going to cut the 5 in if he can. And he gets the 5 in successfully. And looking at a 6 on the rail, he's going to kick that back up the table. And wants to go in, but won't quite get there. And 6 ball is going to line up here for Dylan. Nice shot there by Dylan. Good leave on the 7. And it just will not go in. And Mike here wants to get the 7, 8, 9 and clean this rack up. Eight ball just above the side pocket will not go in the side pocket. And Mike gets that 7 ball down. Andy 8.
All right, Amy. It's you and Brittany.
And
What table you want?
the 9 headed towards the side, but it's going to kick back out. Nice shot there.
And Roger and Tom.
So after
12.
into that rack, we're at Mike with 25, Dylan with 14. And we'll rack them up for the next one here.
Roger and Tom on table 12. You're on table 13.
Nick, welcome back to the feed.
Amy on 13.
We're in the finals here. Thanks everybody who's watching. And Mike with the dry break there. And Dylan with a straight in look here on this 1 ball. Wants to roll it past so he can get to the 2. And the 1 just sticks right into the corner and will not go down. And now Mike, hemmed in by the 8 ball there, is trying to find a way around to the 1. Goes between the 3 and the 9, the 3 and the 5, excuse me, and makes it on a beautiful kick shot there. That was a really good shot. Perfect speed. And again, Mike having to navigate to get to the ball, object ball. Looks like you can see the 3 directly though. And he's going to catch the end rail. And 3 ball is rolling out. And Dylan has a look at it. And delicate side cut. Yeah, they have a whole stack of these carpet squares here, so I guess when they get messed up, they can change them out. They're pretty neat.
Right at 6. Hell, I lost my first 2 nylon matches.
And nice shot there by Dylan.
I won my first one. Well, I won my next 8.
Another good shot. Dylan looking at that 5 ball now, same pocket. And gets that one to go down. And he's got the cut shot on the 6 coming up here. Bottom left corner. And can't get that to go. And Mike with an opportunity now on the 6, bottom right corner. And Mike can't get the 6 down. Now Dylan's going to take another crack at it. He gets it in.
What kind of steak?
Dylan on the long 7 shot. Misses that considerably. And Mike looking at the 7. Cutting it towards the side. He's going to drop it in. Nice shot there. Now he's got the 8. Cut top left corner. Going to come back down this way for the 9. Nice move on it and puts it in. And Mike drops the 9 ball. That's going to make our score 31-18. I am going to verify that. I think I might have missed a ball that past rack. I'll be right back with you guys. And that score is right. And Mike with 2 on the break there. And Mike can't get that one to go in the top left corner.
Yeah, it's so much travel. That's the main thing. It's hard to use to. I went over there to their diamonds over there. The only thing that was different was the pockets were a little tighter, so I couldn't.
And Dylan kicking at the 1 and is going to drop the 5 ball. And now eyeing up the 1, bottom left corner, and wants to maybe stop it right in there for the 3. Nice shot there. And now he's got the natural cut on the 3, top left.
Yeah, before he got back, he's still on my way.
Dylan puts that 3 ball down. The cue ball comes around. He's got the 4 here. And looks like he's going to go for the cut bottom right. Needs to put some bottom English on this so the cue ball will go straight across. Come back around for the 6. And he hits the 6 ball instead of the 4. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think that should have been ball in hand because that is the 4 ball. Unless I missed something, but Mike's going to go ahead and shoot. Oh, that's the 7 ball. It's my mistake. Thought that was the 4. Mike shoots the 6, and now it's in front of the pocket. I apologize. The colors are hard to make out here on the screen. And now Dylan with a straight in look at the 6 and wants to leave it down there for the 7. He's off the 8, and he's got the 7 back into the same pocket here. Probably wants to shoot the 8 down towards the 9. But it looks like he's just going to take the 7 and maybe cut the 8 into the side. Maybe bank it. Neither one of those is probably going to help him much on that 9 ball. Needs to get this down to have a chance at the 9. And he gets that one down on a nice cut. And now with the 9 ball, less than a diamond out from the pocket. Almost dead on. And double clutch, get back down on it. May try to just kick this into the rail. Puts a lot of power on that and brings it back into the corner. Great shot there on the 9 ball. And Dylan at 26 now and Mike 33. And Dylan needs 12. And Mike needs 22. So good rack there for Dylan.
I still remember my first one. It was the first game of the session, 9 ball. Me and him were damn near tied. Last game of the session, I said, me and you just play. Like, let's do it. He said, all right. And they said, all right, we're going Jack.
Dylan comes up dry on that break. Mike's going to get to work here on the 1 ball down the rail. And he has the 2 right there in the vicinity. He wants to hit this. Comes back around. Going to bump the 2. A good make there on the 1. Mike drops the 2 and gets the cue ball down there where he can see the 3. And he'd be looking at a side shot here. I don't think the 3 will go behind the 7. And Mike eases this one towards the side and it just catches the rail. And now Dylan with a straight in. Shot at the 3. Nice shot there. He's going to walk it down the rail. And maybe the 4 here into the side.
9 ball they were going everywhere. Every time I turn 8 ball right, they just no matter how hard, how soft, how much angle. I've rewritten 5 times now, so.
Dylan with a nice shot there on the 4. And looking at another cut here to bottom right on the 5. Puts a move on it, but it's going to come up short. But cue ball tucks in behind the 7. And Mike looking at a kick. Billy, welcome back to the feed. And Mike not able to get around to the 5. And Dylan with a golden opportunity here with the 5 ball in the pocket. Got the 8 ball in the pocket. Could run these out. Gets the 5. Probably going to cut the 6 top right and then maybe get the 8 on the carom. Cuts the 6. Hits it too thin and is going to come up short on that one, but the 6 is on the rail, almost straight up from the cue ball. And Mike puts some power on that, but it just spins the 6 out into the rail, headed to the side, and it's going to drop. And Mike happy with that. And now he might be able to finish this rack out. Nice cut there on the 7. He's got the 8 in the pocket. Just got to make it and get good shape here on the 9. And he goes with a slow roller. Cue ball coming out and nice shape there on the 9 ball. And that's the end of that rack. That's 40 for Mike, 29 for Dylan. So Mike needs 15. Dylan needs 9. And Mike with a scratch on the break. And Dylan looking to put some pressure on here with a good run. And it looks like 1 side, 2 top right, 3 bottom left. Starts out 1 side, no problem. Can't get the 2 top right. Not a bad leave. Puts Mike into a bank there. And Mike tries to get that back around to the side and can't get it to go. Dylan going for the long cut on the 2. And it won't go. But almost drops the 4 in that bottom right corner. And now Mike looking to run the 2 into the 4 maybe. And he does and makes it. But the 4 keeps rolling out. And now he's got the side shot. And a good shot there. And 3 ball sitting in the pocket. Makes that one no problem, spins it out of there. And now looking at the 5. And a good shot there, makes the 5, almost makes the 6 as well. And drops the 6 in. And Mike on a run here, needs 10. Gets the 7 in. And the 8 won't go. Cue ball coming back towards bottom right. And now Dylan looking at a back cut bank. Really needs to make this one. Mike needs 9, Dylan needs 8. And Dylan pulls that 8 ball back into the corner and a nice bank shot there. Has a good chance here at cutting into 9 ball. And can't get that 9 ball in. And now Mike eyeing it up. And Mike's going to make that no problem. That's going to bring our score to 48-31. I will verify that with the scorekeepers, and we'll be right back with you. All right, coming into the stretch here. And both players need 7. And Mike with a dry break there. And Dylan looking at the 1. Looks like it might go behind the 5 to the top right corner. And Dylan tries to play the 1-5 combo. That doesn't work out. Looks like Mike's going to cut this bottom left. Slowly rolling that way, but Dylan's going to strike first blood in this rack with the 1 ball. And the 2 hung up on the 4. And not lined up on the corner. And Dylan with a defensive shot here. No real after contact's going to hand that over to Mike for ball in hand. 3 ball tucked in behind the 9. 7 right there in the vicinity. Dylan needs 7. I'm sorry, Dylan needs 6. Mike needs 7. And Mike gets the 2 ball down. And forced into a kick shot here at the 3. And he's going to leave Dylan with a shot on the 3 here. Dylan gets the 3, bumps the 7 out of the way. And right up on the 4. He needs 5. Dylan going for the long cut. Won't go down. 4 ball to the rail. And Mike looking at a bank shot here. And Mike goes for the cut, and what a beautiful shot that was. My goodness. And Mike's going to roll that 5 ball in. And Mike needs 4. Can't get the 6 to go. 6 lining up on the side for Dylan. Yeah, Dylan wants to just ease this 6 in and have that shot on the 7 there. Top right corner. Dylan slow rolls this one. And the 6 will not drop in the side. Catches the knuckle. Tough break there for Dylan. And Mike needs 4 with 5 left on the table. Dylan needs 5. And Mike, no problem there with that 6 ball. And cuts the 7 in. Cue ball's safe. Gets that 8 ball. Cue ball coming around for the 9. Wants it to roll out. Gets a nice rollout on it. If he makes this, it'll be the game. Good shot there, rolls it in, and that's going to be game. And after that one, good battle there from Bank Shot Brawlers, up 37. 23. And we'll be resetting here for the next match, and we'll be back with you shortly. Brittany, welcome to the feed. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're getting close to the end here with a couple more matches to go. Welcome to the feed, Jamie. Yes, it was a good game, and Dylan did play hard. Just didn't come up with the win there, but it's not over yet. We're coming up with game number 4 here out of 5. And we're going to settle this thing in a little while. So if you want to just stick around and watch, I'll be here until it's over. All right, we're back in action here. And match number 4 of this finals. Bank Shot Brawlers with 37 points. Controlled Khaos with 23. We got Matt representing Bank Shot Brawlers. Won the lag with the break here. And we got Jack representing Controlled Khaos. Matt, skill level 3. Jack, skill level 7. And Jack's got to get to 55 points. And Matt only has to get to 25. Re-rack there. Didn't get enough balls to the rail. And Matt's going to give it another shot here. Big shout out to Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia for hosting. Nice place here. If you like 9-foot tables, this is the place to come. If you're in Albany, I would say. Nice big place, nice people. And here we go again with Matt on the break. And he's going to drop the 2 ball. And Matt coming out on fire. Can't get that 5 ball to go down. Jack on the board. And Matt with a great shot there on the 6 ball. Comes right back down for the 8. And makes that no problem and has a good look here at the 9. And rattles the 9 in and out. And the 9's going to end up straight up, almost from the cue ball. Cuttable here or bankable. See what Jack does with it. Looks like Jack maybe played some defense there, but ends up scratching. And that's going to give Matt ball in hand. Matt coming out strong in the first rack. 9-1. Sherry and Jessica, welcome to the feed. We're closing in on the winners here in the championship match. Sawega APA 9-ball championships. Winners get to go to Jacksonville, Florida for the Southeast Challenge. I'm Mike Miller. If you're watching now on Facebook, thank you. You can always drop a comment. If you're watching later on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we're coming to you live from Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia. And Matt here with the break. And nothing goes in on that for a dry break. And Jack really needs to get to work here, already down 9-1. And Jack tries to wiggle the one through there and just can't do it. And Matt right to it to get the one ball down. And two ball won't cooperate. And Jack's going to run that down the rail. Cue ball coming back behind the 7. Can still see the 3. Tries to go with the right side cut with the 5 ball in the way, preventing him to go in the left side. And 3 ball right up against Matt there. He's going to cut it to the corner. What a shot. And Matt just seeing everything right now. Puts the 4 in, draws it back for shape on the 5. And drills the 5 home. Shape on the 6. Settles down. Goes up, chalks the stick. Notice he's got to be delicate with this side shot here. Puts that one down, rattles it a little bit, but it goes in. 7 down the rail. And Matt just burning it up here. And looking at a bank shot here on the 8. If he puts this in, he's going to have a lot of confidence. And it's going to almost go in and just barely misses. Catches the knuckles. And Jack with a straight on look at the 8. And Jack almost gets that in, coming back towards top right and drops in. And Jack lining up on this 9 ball. And can't get it to go down. 9. Rolling out towards bottom left, but it's not going to make it there. And now Matt steps up. And he tries to put the 9 ball down top left. Can't get it in. And we've been seeing that all day.
It's you and Andrew on table 12. You and Andrew on table 12.
And Jack cannot get the 9 to go. Matt goes for the bank. Puts the 9 in the middle of the rail for Jack. Jack almost makes that bank shot on the 9. Collision with the cue ball in the middle of the table. And now Matt a chance here to fit the 9 in. And he rolls that in. And that's going to give him 17 points to 3. And at skill level 3, Matt needs to make 25 points. He is on fire. And dry break there. And Jack with a great bank shot here going in, and it's in. And Jack tries to ease that 2 into the side, will not go. Matt can see the 2. It's got to go long, top left corner. Won't get there, coming back up this way towards the corner. And drops in. Drops in the ball that was sitting in the corner there. And that's another point for Matt. 2 ball coming across. Gonna hit the 7. Can't get enough carom to get it over to the side. And Jack gets that. And no problem, goes after the 3, misses that. And it's going to tuck in behind the 6. With Matt looking at a kick maybe. He might be able to see the very edge of the 3 ball. And Matt hits the rail, comes back, hits the 3. And cue ball is going to find that side pocket. So ball in hand here for Jack. He needs a run out here. Get that confidence going to get back in the match. Three ball down. Good shape for the 5. And rattles it around, won't go. You put anything into the jaws in these pockets, it is going to rattle around and come out. They just do not want to stay in. Matt here, lining up on that 5. And he gets that one dead in the middle of the pocket. Coming back, cue ball stays safe. Matt going top, bottom left for the 6, can't get it. 6 goes around the table, kisses off the cue ball. And Matt with a look at the 6 ball here into the corner. I'm sorry, Jack. 6 ball into the corner. Now he's got the 7 down the rail. Fox, welcome to the feed. Jack puts down that 7 ball. Can't get the 8. Matt needs 6. 3 on the table right now. And a scratch there from Matt. And Jack off the ball in hand makes the 8. Coming around trying to get shape on the 9. It's going to roll to the middle of the table. He's going to go for the bank shot. Can't get it to go home. 9 is going to come up. And a little bit of a challenging cut here for Matt. And can't get that in. And now Jack will have another shot at it. Same pocket. Won't go. And now Matt wants that 9 ball. He's going to put it in. Matt needs 4 points. And if Matt can get 4 before Jack reaches 11, it will be a 20-0. And looks like the 8 ball goes down. Matt needs 3. Misses the 1 completely. Jack with ball in hand. And Jack gets the 1 ball down. Hung up behind the 3, looking at the 2. Kicks the 2 out, brings the cue ball back. Good shot there, defense. Matt going for a Z shot, trying to get to the 2, but catches the 6 ball. Not a whole lot he could have done there. And Jack with ball in hand here. And if he can make this 2-ball or make a ball here, he will avoid a 20-0 skunk. And the 6-ball will not go. Matt needs 3. He's got the 2-6 combo lined up. He wants to hit this with some bottom English so the cue ball will roll out. Hit it easy. 2-ball kicks out. And Matt needs 1 ball here. He's lined up on the 3 for the win. Misses it. Cue ball wants to go in. Rattles around. 3-ball buried up against the rail. Cue ball hooked inside the pocket. Jack can't get to the 3. Matt, ball in hand. If he makes this 3-ball, Bank Shot Brawlers will win the tournament. They'll be headed to Jacksonville, Florida to represent Sawega APA at the Southeast Challenge in 9-ball, team 9-ball. Places the cue ball. About 6 inches away from the 3, goes with the bridge. Lines it up, puts it in, and that's it. Goes for the handshake. That's going to be a 20-0. It's going to make the score 65-23, and that is going to be the end with the Bank Shot Brawlers winning the tournament this weekend. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed commentating all the matches here for this tournament, and congratulations to Bank Shot Brawlers in their victory today. And can't take anything away from Controlled Khaos. They fought a hard battle and just came up a little short this time. Want to thank Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia, Teddy Waller, APA League Operator, and all the players who are in APA that make playing pool fun for everybody. And Matt, come on over here for a second. I got Matt right here. You shot amazing. You want to say anything to everybody on the video here after your victory there? 20-0 win over Jack, who's no joke.
Yeah. First time in history. First time.
First time in history for 20-0.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
A skill level 7.
Yes. Yeah, your skill level might be going up a little bit after this tournament. So.
Maybe.
Congratulations on bringing it home for your team.
Thank you.
And that was the famous Matt there, bringing it home for his team. I'm going to sign off here. I hope everybody enjoys this. You can watch it later on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. Everybody on Facebook, have an awesome night, and I'll see you all next time. It's Mike Miller signing off.